How's she going, my son, and welcome back to Skyrim Special Edition. If you like what you see and you'll want to see more Skyrim Special Edition in the future, please like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. In particular, when subscribing, click on the bell, as the bell will make my content upload. Will make my content uploads in your activity feed a lot sooner than the more popular stuff that they like to push. Because, you know, the popular stuff's what's getting them money. I'm just one of the faceless many nobodies of YouTube. Yet. Yeah, I really don't care about you right now. Yeah. We all know you're Spliel. Yeah, join the Imperial Legion. I have yet to pick a side, ever, in the Skyrim conflict. The one game playthrough I did where I legitimately beat the game, like I beat the main plot line, I just did the thing where you make peace between the two sides. Because I could be fucking arsed about the war, really. Where's the mage one? Gimme. Give me the power. Mage stone added. Good times. Time to burn some bitches. Hey. Get torched. Boop. I take his shoes, but they count as armor. I don't want to wear armor. I don't want to wear armor on this playthrough, because I've got armor on my other character, and I want to try it without it. So I'm thinking this character is going to be like 2 to 1 in favor of leveling the Magicka stat over health. And I'm not going to need stamina. Because my combat does not require stamina, I just burn things to death. I guess since we're like super early game, I can take some stuff that's worth money. Fuck, I don't know. Nah. Let us not bother. Let us just take the gold and be done with it. Nah. Stuff's not going anywhere. It can stay there until I need it later. Because there's always a point in Skyrim, at least for me, where I feel like you have to level all the crafting skills. Because, well, maybe not as much for a mage. Like, I think a mage could get away with just enchanting and or alchemy. A mage doesn't need smithing. Because smithing is all about weapons and armor, and if you're a really good mage, you shouldn't need weapons or armor. I mean, you could be a mage in heavy armor in this, which is awesome. Where am I? We're okay. I gotta say, I love the hand system that they used in this. The, instead of having... because in Oblivion, you always were assumed to equip sword and shield, and your magic was on a separate button. Whereas in this game, your magic is equipped like a weapon. And it makes for different combos of equipment and magic and abilities and yada yada yada. Now, the shouts work the way magic did in Oblivion, where you just have it on a button that you use at your leisure. Might as well take the key. Clairvoyance. Boop. Books. Clairvoyance. AKA, this is the spell that emulates the Dead Space mechanic, where you have the blue laser beam that tells you where to go. Handy, because sometimes the path is not obvious. Oh wow. That's a loot drop. Ugh, unidentified alchemy ingredients. It's gonna give me so much, like, fucking OCD triggers. Oh well. Not to make light of a serious medical condition, but, you know. Fire. This character is going to be very fire-based. Because I'm going to be going up the Intense Flames... what would you call it? The Intense Flames... Tongue of Fire? In the constellation? Because the Destruction Constellation is literally a ball of fire. You know, so... That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to burn some bitches. I mean, fire is the most effective one for damage in Skyrim. Because... you know, there's almost nothing that's resistant to fire. Ooh, an amethyst. There's a lot of things that are weak to fire. Because, I mean, we're in the tundra. It just kind of goes without saying. And there's a lot of things that are resistant or even immune to frost. And there's, like, nothing that... There's only, like, 2 enemies in the game I can think of that are resistant or immune to electricity, but there's nothing that's really weak to it. So it's kind of like your neutral element. But fire is just, like, the super effective element on almost everything, so... yeah, just burn stuff. Dragons are the one exception, depending on what kind of... basically, if they breathe fire, they're not weak to fire. If they breathe frost, they're probably weak to fire. You know, kind of classic RPG. Don't throw the element of what the enemy is using at you back at them, because that usually doesn't work. The fighting fire with fire typically doesn't work in RPGs. JRPGs in particular. I always remember in Final Fantasy VII, as a point of, as a segue, the very first time you get a poison spell, the Biomateria, the next boss like the very next fight you have, because there's no random encounters in that area until you run into the boss, is poison immune. Like, not only poison immune, but he absorbs poison. Like, you heal him if you hit him with poison. And so I'm like, oh, well, that's a fucking terrible timing to give me a poison spell. So, yeah. Wolves. Ow. Fuck off. Oh no, I've contracted rock joint, whatever the hell that is. I'm pretty sure that's something to do with physical damage. Reduced weapon skills with melee weapons. Yeah, it's fine. I don't really give a shit. Although, no, the way weapon skills level up, it's better to do lots of damage than... Although, I wonder. Idle curiosity. Okay, I think it's just a blanket modifier on your inflicted damage. I don't think it's actually a skill decrease. Because that was a thing you could do in Oblivion, where there was a lot of spell modifiers, and some of them were like reduced skill. And what you could do is effectively trick the game into thinking you were a lower level character than you actually were in terms of leveling a skill by equipping, like, custom enchanting gear to have negative skill on it. Like, if you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z, earlier on, the weighted trading clothes concept, where the characters are fighting with additional weight on them at all times, and then when they take that off, they're even faster and stronger. Same idea. You know, like, because the earlier skill-ups are easier to get than the later ones, but then when you take off your gear that's restricting your level, boom, you're all of a sudden you're really powerful again. You can't do that in Skyrim because there's no effect like that. There's only like 2 effects in the whole game, I think, that give you a negative. Everything else is positive. So you kind of can't do that anyway. Hi, I'm Drow. Nice to meet you. I wish I had emotes. There's a mod you could use to Skyrim, some emotes.
Sigrid will get you something to eat.
Have some of my drink.
Tell me all about it.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
What? What is it now, Mother?
It was as big as the mountain and black as... It flew right over the barrel.
Dragons now. If you keep on like this, everyone in town will know. I've got better things to do. Sigrid, we have company.
I'll take a seat. And let the scene play out.
We've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat. What's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a caveman?
I don't know what to
I
say.
always love that analogy.
You know I was assigned to General Tullius' skull. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked by a dragon.
A dragon? That's ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else got out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happened. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. Glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way I can.
Cool.
But I need your help. We need your help.
He gives you stuff. This is like the only time in the game where an NPC does this.
The Jarl needs to know if there's a dragon on the loose. Riverwood is defenseless. We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, I'll be in your debt.
I think I'll follow the main storyline for a little bit, just to get more powerful. But I have a bit of a plan in my head that I want to play out.
You two make yourselves at home.
Step ahead of you. So many lockpicks. Normally this is where I would be pinching all their cooking ingredients for alchemy supplies, but not this time.
Can I help you?
A lot of basic clothes. Gold. Yeah, they don't trust me that much. Because there's actually a mechanic in the game where people trust you, and then they kind of like look the other way when you...
See a dragon?
Out of my way, little girl. They'll look the other way when you basically steal stuff, because you've done so much for them. Like, it's usually after a couple of quests, people will just let you hand over fist take stuff.
Well, one of us has to do
There is like a gold limit on how much it is, though, but it's a fairly decent number when you max it out.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh.
Hi, I'm Drow. Nice to meet you.
Sorry you had to hear that. Well, I don't know what you overheard, but I think I have a few old spell books laying about. If you want more, you'll have to go to the College of Winterhold.
Yeah, this is definitely the character who's going to be doing the college quest line with, too. So, one of the ones I've done before on my own time on a different... actually, back on classic Skyrim. Original version before Special Edition was even a thing. Don't need these. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need this. Sell all the things. Now, spell me. Okay. I need an illusion spell. That's the only one he's got. I have clairvoyance, but clairvoyance is a really bad spell for leveling up. The skill is really just there for the utility of, hey, this is where you go. So, I mean, I guess I get frostbite. I'll worry about the other ones later.
I better get back to cleaning the store.
Let us jam some magic in my face. Okay. Magic. Illusion. Fury. No, this goes on the left hand. Destruction. Flames goes on the right hand. Sparks there. Or frostbite. Okay. So, main plot, they have you go to Bleak Falls Barrow and acquire something. I could go now, but I kind of like the extra scene that comes up if you don't. So I'm not going to. I'm going to meander my way to Whiterun and meander my way to Right One and get myself some plot. Damn! I missed him. No. I want you to fight me. Where's a bunny? There's a bunny! Where is it? Stand still. I want you to be angry. Damn it! I missed him. Ugh. The only problem with the accuracy of spells in this game. Unless you're using the electric magic. The electric magic just hits. It's like it's a hit scan weapon, which is kind of nice. I hear a wolf. Where are you going? Where are you go? Where are you going? I know he's already pissed at me, but I gotta level up the skill somehow. Okay. Hey, get back here. Give me the contents of your belly. Still need to get a pair of shoes. I could make the chicken fight me, but that'll get me in trouble. Because that'll count as an attack on a domesticated creature, and they don't take kindly to that. Giant! Light him on fire!
You handle yourself well. You could make for a decent shield, sister.
Really? Lady, I killed it with fire. I don't think you realize what kind of a character I am right now, so I'm just gonna...
Take my leave, then.
I'm just gonna walk away from you.
Look strong. Come to your Basker and be a companion.
No thank you. No thank you. I am a noodly armed mage. Running around and hitting people with weapons is not my cup of tea. Whiterun. The Eternal Hub Town. Since it's the first town you run into, it has all the amenities you need. You get a house basically for free. Like, a very small amount of money. And for very little effort, because you get it as part of the main quest. Well, you get the ability to buy it as part of the main quest, because dealing with the first stuff that has to do with the dragons gets you enough reputation to become the Thane of Whiterun. Whereas otherwise, getting to be the Thane of Whiterun everywhere else is a side quest.
City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Keeping an eye on me, will you? Huh? Keeping an eye on me? Huh? Keeping an eye on me, right?
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
Man, you don't even know what a dragon looks like. Okay.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I think we'll get the cutscenes of meeting the Jarl and stuff out of the way, and then we'll call it a day here.
Battleborn, give me your money.
All these unpicked alchemy ingredients. It's like, yeah, must have, but don't have need for. Oh well. Dragon's Reach.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
My lord, please.
Biggins I can handle.
What's the meaning of this interruption?
Dragons?
Jarl Balgruuf is
Mad,
not
I
receiving visitors.
I just...
Who's
Well,
this then?
that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yes, I had a great view while the Imperials were trying to cut my head off.
Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past.
They caught me trying to jump the border.
Who the
I mean, come
Imperials
on.
want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is what exactly happened at Helgen.
The Imperials were about to execute Ulfric Stormcloak, then the dragon attacked.
I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains,
It's a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's...
Maybe we should put the subtitles on. Actually, I'll go do that real quick. Settings... Gameplay? No. Display. General subtitles. There we go.
We should not...
There we go.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people.
Just in case if I'm not close enough to hear the audio.
Send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative.
Nothing better to do.
And Whiterun a service. And I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps.
You mean lighting stuff on fire?
Let's go
Yeah, possibly.
find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Oh, they're not rumors. They're quite real. Big and scary, too. Any day now. Come on. I know you're probably giving yourself back problems sitting in that chair you do all day. The way you do. But, believe me, I know that firsthand, but come on. Move. Needs to be a shove command.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your
Ooh, pardon me.
dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
Ugh.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
What does this have to do with the dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So what do you need me to do?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Alright, so...
So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
I do. Mostly the arcane art of lighting people on fire. But anyway, I'll save you some trouble of looking at me flipping through menus. Thank you all so much for watching. Twitter, Tumblr, and subscription are in the description as usual. Please, like the video if you do, and engage in all three of those things I mentioned earlier. And when subscribing, click the bell, as clicking the bell will ensure that my content is uploaded to your feed without being drowned out by all the more popular stuff. Skyrim Special Edition. It's an adventure. That's about the long and short of it. It's an adventure. Is Calm an 8-up level spell? I think it is. Or a novice level spell? I don't know what else I can get. Conjure Familiar? Maybe? Yeah, sure. Could be relevant. And everything else I think is a little too high level. Yeah, everything's a little too high level at this point. Alright, that's all good.
Off to
This
Bleak
is a
Falls
priority
Barrow with
now.
you. The Jarl
Anything
is
we
not
can
a
use to
patient
fight
man.
this dragon.
Gentlemen, one at a time, please.
We need it quickly. Before
I know I'm a looker as far as Skyrim standards goes, but, I mean, come on.
You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure she will prove most useful.
You're damn right I will.
succeed in this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt.
Fail and you'll probably be dead. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and ciao for now.